Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews, MARR Rock Show. I'm here with my good friends from Otherwise, guys. Welcome back.
What's up, dude?
Been way too long since we talked to you guys.
I know. When was the last time? When was it?
I don't even know when it was. There's been so many. We've done interviews like in clubs where we could barely hear each other, and in back alleys and everything else under the sun. So, hey, we are on the beta testing tour. So, tell me a little bit more for people that want to know about what this is.
Well, we wanted to try out like new songs for one, first and foremost, and then we also have some new toys on stage. I don't know if you noticed the production and the video LED wall, and I mean we're trying to raise the bar, up the game, whatever level up, whatever you want to call it. That was the whole point of this beta testing tour, to see how it would work in real time and see what kind of reactions we got. And so far, man, I mean people are kind of wigging out over the new songs and like the new stage, the look and everything, man.
How often are you changing the set? Like when you say beta testing, is it really testing? Or are you changing the set list regularly to really see what's going on?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, from what we started this tour with and what we're ending it might be a completely different set list.
So far, has anything surprised you? The songs that you've written, has one come out that was more popular than you thought, or what's been the front runner so far?
Well, it's been surprising to see how excited the fans are. Like they're almost more excited to hear or more passionate with listening to the new ones than necessarily our older ones. So that's pretty surprising, but really exciting.
I'm right there with them. Now, like when I listen to the new songs live for the first time, is this truly the first place people have had the chance to hear them? There's nowhere else they can hear them, right? They got to come see you.
Yeah, unless they came to another show.
On this tour, yeah. I mean, we've only been playing these songs live. The album is not out. It's not due out till the end of the summer, probably even maybe like early fall. But all of the new songs that we've done on this tour, we've done a handful of, and we've been doing like focus groups in our VIP sessions, and kind of.
So you play a song?
We've been playing songs we have this portable speaker here, and we've been playing new stuff for people and letting them check out and like vote and like doing some market groups. Tests, man.
Yeah.
So plug that a little bit more. When you come to their town, they do a VIP. Explain that a little bit further. They actually get to hear new stuff.
We do a little acoustic jam. We play stuff that's not in the set. We've actually been implementing a new kind of approach to Soldiers, which is the one song that everybody always wants to hear. Is we have other songs, K-Rock.
I know that.
I don't know if you're aware of that.
I'm going to ask you about one in a minute.
But we've been kind of like keeping that song for VIP. Like today we did something fun with it on the bar. Just switching it up, man. Trying to evolve and progress the art, I guess.
And before I ask you, what might surprise you is now my new favorite Otherwise song. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. Talk about the it came out of the blue for me too. But talk about the kind of, I guess it's not impromptu anymore, but the acoustic after party kind of thing. I remember the first time I saw it, you did Heaven up in, I think it was Wisconsin, maybe?
No, I think it was Illinois.
Illinois, maybe?
That show with Puddle of Mud.
So, without Puddle of Mud, actually. But anyway, we'll move past that.
Fuel, Austin's Fuel Room.
Yeah. So, but talk about the after, our buddies in Charm City Devils showed up, though. We love those guys.
Mad Dragon.
But talk about the after show acoustic thing. It's pretty cool. Not many other bands will do that.
Oh, they're gonna do it now though, so that's okay. It's something that we're the response from the crowd and the energy that we've been feeling. It's like we don't necessarily want it to stop. So it's like, come on, let's go out there and like give them some more action. Like maybe our electric set's done, and the walls and the extra backing tracks and the big rock show's done, but we still want to keep rocking with our fans. So that kind of inspired the whole concept of going out and sitting on the bar and rocking a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more personal.
It's really special for fans. I don't know any other band that does that, so congratulations to you guys.
Thank you, K-Rock. I mean, we've certain pundits and I guess people who are quote unquote music industry experts say, you know, that's not something that headliners do. Headliners don't do that. And it's like, well, you know, once we get to fucking playing O2 Arena in London or wherever the hell it is, I'm still down to go out to the merch booth and do a song. You know what I mean? Like,
I know you guys will.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. And you know, especially in venues like Blue Fox where we're tonight, you know, kind of hidden gems that are very good to the band. They treat us really well. It's an extra little thing, not only for the fans, but it's also for the venue. Like, hey man, we're still here. We're gonna give you your money's worth, and hopefully sell you a couple extra beers while we're jamming. You know,
So the song I want to ask you about, it's really special to me, is Bloodline Lullaby. So that song means a whole lot to me for my own reasons. When I lost my father, I am the last in my bloodline. And when I heard that song, I thought of my dad. It's a lullaby to my bloodline. Yeah. I don't know that has anything to do with it. So I'd like to know a little bit more about that song.
I mean, you kind of nailed it on the head, K-Rock. That's
really?
Yeah, that's... Like, we were trying to think of a cool way to say family prayer, and we coined the term Bloodline Lullaby. And I mean, obviously, for me, you know, the inspiration was my two sons, you know, but you know, I remember the first time my mom heard it. You know, our mom's a rock. She's like a stoic lady, and you know, I don't see her cry that often, and she kind of like choked up and teared up, you know, on there's a part, what would you call it, Tone? The B side of the chorus where it goes to, and no matter where you are, it's like you can find me out among the stars.
Cute little musical tag after the chorus, yes.
And I feel like while she was listening to it, I could read her mind. I felt like she was thinking that when she leaves this earth, she hopes that we know she's out there for us, you know, or we at least believe wherever we all end up, you know. And so, yeah, man, your energy for your pops over that song is right on the money.
Probably my favorite song you guys have ever written.
Wait till you hear the new record.
Well, I heard some of it tonight.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about the you know, the new, I don't want to call it a new style, because it's not a new style, but it's like a little bit of a change for you guys. It's a good change. I like what I heard.
It's a new attitude. Tony and I, and this was kind of, Tony spearheaded this in the very beginning with, what was the first demo we cut? Was Don't even think about it. One of the songs we played tonight.
It is a new style. It absolutely is. And, you know, I'm not to make it cut and dry like we're a totally different band or whatever, but it is. It's very much a different style. And the producer we worked with, Matt Good, God bless that man. Mm-hmm. Genius. He was amazing. And basically, the whole point of this new sound and style was, I think, to harness the far ends of what we think the fan base would accept from this band. And you know, sometimes you want to play something that has a really cool beat, and they go, well, that's not otherwise. They're very rock, they're heavy, and a lot of people go, they're metal, and that's not really, it's not correct.
Yeah.
So, you know, these guys will always be rock at the heart of music, at the heart of their music. They're going to want to rock and make something that's, as long as it's meaningful, as long as the meaning behind it is heavy, they're ready to capitalize, and they're ready to double down on the subject matter.
Well, I like what I've heard so far. Now, Brian happens to be here. I'm going to throw a question to him. Talk about your entry into the band, what it's meant to you, and we'll start with that first.
Sure, yeah. The newest guy.
Yeah, so I've been with the guys for about 3 years now, and it started. It's been 3 years.
Wow, I know.
You're not a new guy. You're not a new guy. You're the newest guy.
Newest,
technically.
Newest.
But yeah, so it's been a really cool ride, because for 5 years, you know, from when Soldiers came out to when I joined, I was just a fan of the band. You know, it was really cool to see these guys do what they do and write cool music, and they were great people when I, you know, reached out and talked to them. So it was easy to like the band, and then when the opportunity came up, it was pretty cool to come for the throne, and you know.
Literally.
Oh, nice.
What's up? What you did there?
You like that? You like that, K-Rock?
And I do like that. Anytime you work the lyrics in there. And I will tell you, we like are you a professional photographer? Is this a hobby for you? Because you're becoming one now.
He is now.
Yeah.
I've had my camera for just pretty much exactly a year now. And it started out just a hobby. I didn't want to make money off of it. That wasn't my intent at all. It was just a passion. It was just a hobby. It was just something I wanted to get into. And then there's a lot of encouragement and support from family and friends and fans. Otherwise, I would see my stuff and kind of rolled into another means to make money. I've done some really cool things I'm very excited about, really proud of for the short amount of time I've been doing it, learning all I can. So
you did my family photos.
Yeah, I did family photos.
I even paid him.
You did.
So I don't want to keep you guys too long, but one or two more things. So Adrian and Ryan, one of my favorite epic moments was watching the Super Bowls with you guys on Shiprocked. Do you guys have any? You want to reflect back on Shiprocked at all?
Can I talk about that?
Oh yeah, go for it.
The only thing I want to say about that is me, Tony Carboni, the bass player, was my second or third gig with them I've ever done. I played with them with the House of Blues.
That's a good gig to get.
I know. I did a quick thing with them at NAMM afterwards with Steel Panther, and we were still working some stuff out. And I'm still learning the songs, and then they're like, "All right, well, we're going. You got your passport?"
Going to the Bahamas.
And I remember racing to get my passport so that I could be there, and I got it just in time. Or no, I had to get the birth certificate alternative to a passport because I couldn't get it in time. So I was still just barely in the band, and all of a sudden I'm on this cruise ship with Limp Bizkit, Living Color, and all those other ones, all those other bands.
Black
Filter, everybody's there, yeah. So it was that was the most epic Shiprock I've been on, and it was the third thing I ever did with these boys. But
you guys got any good memories from the boat? Anything you want to share?
No, I don't remember shit.
Seriously. That first boat ride we took, we were pretty shit faced. The second one we did, we kind of
that was the beach show, right, with POD?
Yeah. I really.
Beach trip.
The heat stroke show for you.
That was great.
You almost
literally.
died, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You refused to play in shorts.
Oh no.
Man, black jeans, black shirts. What's up?
I had no idea. I was 3 feet in front of you guys, and I didn't know that.
I had a blast though. That was the coolest.
You're literally in the tropics. You're literally on a beach.
Yeah.
Wear shorts.
No.
So, strangest band you guys have ever played with, been paired with. You've been on festivals, I get that, but you guys have toured with so many people. Is there an unusual combination that people would never think you would play with that you can think of?
That's a pretty good question.
Hell of a question.
I mean, way back in the day, we played a show with Dark Tranquility.
And I don't know who that is.
Swedish melodic death metal.
Swedish
Death
melodic
metal.
death
Okay,
metal.
that's unusual.
Yeah.
That was a weird.
That was a really strange show to play.
Even with Sabaton at Lost Rages.
Did we play with them?
Well, festival. That's what he's saying.
that is
Festivals.
really
Yeah, festivals you get what you get.
Yeah.
That's a good question. What's another like
toured with or played with?
Yeah, just
anywhere,
the show like this. That people would be like, why are they together?
What was that band we played with in up in Northern California, Sacramento, with Vices, and then that band.
Oh yeah, they had the worms. Yes, the thing with the worms. Oh, I can't even think of the song.
They were actually really good, but they were weird, not weird actually, but
no, it was their first show.
It was their first show, and they were good. It was horror, horror Viking,
horror metal, yeah.
The worms and
the worms, yeah.
Come on, you remember it was our last show of the tour.
Yeah, I don't remember who.
Yeah.
How's that stupid song go? Oh man, they covered it. Anyways, they
still remember the song.
But they were dressed like shitty caveman Vikings.
Yeah.
And it was incredible.
Yeah.
I thought they were great, but it was for sure the weirdest group that has ever played with this band.
But that's what's beautiful, I think, about rock and roll. I wish more toured. I like the fact that a lot of festivals now I've noticed are diversifying their portfolios.
Sonic Temple, man, this year they did
Which I've been saying, man, why don't they do that? Why don't these bigwig guys do that shit? And now they're doing it, and it's work. I mean, Coachella, I guess, in a sense, had kind of been doing that back in the day.
There's diverse, and then there's too diverse, right?
Right. No, yeah. But I love playing. I'd love to tour with a band that's not in our genre. I mean, that's what a lot of look at the homies in Theory are doing that now.
Yeah.
They're touring with alt bands, you know, and
Bring Me the Horizon. That's the big, controversy
Yeah.
these days, right? And-
right. You gotta switch it up, man. You can't stagnate in art, you know. And rock and roll is one of the purest art forms, and you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, because then the fire in your heart goes out, and that would suck.
Well, I know you guys got a long drive to Tennessee tonight, so thank you guys so much for taking the time. As always, we always appreciate it.
We're gonna
Otherwise,
take
guys,
a shower with you, K-Rock.
not literally.
No, literally.
Oh, okay. That wasn't in the deal, but hey, we'll go with it for now. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.